Hi guys, this is my second video blog for our weekly hints and tips for Premier Sport. What we're going to look at this week is going to look at different techniques we can use to integrate children that aren't always taking part in PE, people who've forgotten the kits, people who may be injured, and also people who may have autism or learning difficulties that don't always take part in PE, and maybe sometimes kids with ADHD or behaviour issues. We can use these techniques in those as well. We've got four main techniques that I've seen used and that I've used myself. I'm going to go through each one individually and then a little summarise at the end. First of all, iPads taking photos, videos of children that are taking part in the lesson. It can be good for the children who aren't taking part in the lesson. They can see the different techniques being used. Also, kids love using the different technology, love using the iPads and things like that. And you can also use this to analyse at the end in your plenaries. Show the kids the photos back, show the kids the videos that have been taken. So that's a good way of doing things. Second one, setting up equipment or collecting equipment, especially for little ones, key stage 1. Always want to be involved, always want to look like they're helping you. So any children that may be injured or forgotten the kits, get them helping you set up, collecting equipment, putting things out. They love doing things like that. Also gives them an idea of how space works, setting different sessions up and things like that. So it gives them an idea through that. Third one, key stage 2 children, observing and developing techniques and the learning outcomes that you've set. Key stage 2 children generally understand the learning outcomes better than key stage 1. They're that little bit older. You can almost use them as like a TA, give them the learning outcomes and give them a small group of children maybe that they can go and look at and say, right, I want you to look at their techniques. Are they doing it correctly? What can they do better? What do they need to improve on? And so on like that. And finally, we're looking for winners and cheaters in games. Usually when I've set games up, I'm too busy looking at their technique or talking to them, so encouraging them. Sometimes I forget who's won, don't see who's won, don't see if anybody's cheating, things like that. Kids always want to know who's won the game at the end. So you can use the kids, right, you're going to look out for who's won this game, who's been cheating, who's doing what. Like I said so they're the four main techniques that I use. Like I said at the start, it can not only be used for people who are injured or have forgotten the kit, but also kids with autism who may not always be engaged in the lesson, and also for kids who maybe have ADHD, behaviour issues. Give them an iPad, might take them out of a situation, make them a little bit more focused. As long as the children are still learning and still getting something from the lesson to do with PE, then there's no issue with it whatsoever. And often, if you do get Ofsteded and they're looking at children sitting out doing nothing, they'll mark that down more than if you've got a child integrated into the lesson doing something. Whether it be with an iPad, setting up collecting equipment, observing or developing, and looking for winners or cheaters in games. Right guys, hope you've all had a good first week back. Hope you had a lovely Easter, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks.